3 days, and especially they haven't waited, you know, what, 16 hours, 12 hours between their last game, which is even tougher. They might just be getting tired and starting to float outside the perimeter a little bit more where it's easier to move around.
And I think the Blue Jays go a little bit deeper, which that may pay off for them here in the second half.
Nice.
Oh, nice setup, right to work here in the second half to Tuggle. Good feed from the perimeter.
Which is where it started. Excellent entry pass in there by Kellen Turner.
Nice call by the coaching staff over there at Liberty to start this second half and get them off with a good look. Williams to Mayfield. This is Cameron.
Good
Here's
ball
Gray, hit a couple of threes in the first half. Moultrie looks like he's got a steal. It's on the deck. The freshman comes away, but he stepped on the midcourt stripe, Jake Hill. And, oh, they called a foul before he did it.
Probably a good call there by the official, and that was just the momentum that time of Cody Winters carrying himself into the freshman, pushing him to the half-court line. So it's kind of like the advantage-disadvantage call. You know, I'd like to see Williams go on the inside, too. I'd like to see what kind of moves he's got. We've seen some good moves from Brinkley Jolly last night. And it seems like Williams would be capable of some things like that, but he's not putting himself in that position.
No, clearly wants to be a guard out here. Frizzell trying to cover him.
Oh,
nice move. Nice move by Williams. He's got 10. Turner on the fall away. There's Cameron. Off the cutter, Gray from the elbow.
You know, Gray is a good shooter. We've seen him shoot the ball well from the outside on a couple of occasions, and then again right there, right in the flow of everything. He just doesn't shoot it much.
There's Turner getting penetration, and the foul's going to go against Williams. First personal foul on Sean Williams.
It's one of the few times we've seen Williams go on the inside. They cleared it out for him. He just backs down a little bit. Good move that time by
But
Williams.
he had a post guy covering him out there. So that's where the matchup problem is.
You know, he can do that a lot in a lot of cases, whether it be a post guy with some good quickness and savvy with the basketball, or he takes a guy. We've seen Kellen Turner on him. Why not back Kellen Turner down? But we haven't seen the side cleared for him like we just saw yet.
12 points now for Kellen Turner after hitting those 2 free throws. It's a 2-point lead for Liberty.
Good defense by Turner. He's very good on the ball. Really not a hawk, but just solid on the ball defense.
There's Moultrie getting a hand in there. Ball on the deck.
There's another good one on the ball. Brandon Moultrie got those long arms, active. You know, Coach Sturts has really got something to build on here as these teams start to get ready for postseason play, which is a little ways off, but his team is really starting to come together.
Here's Moultrie, nice right hand pass up the floor. Turner then goes to Frizzell. Great work by those guys. First 2 for Frizzell here in the ball game.
It's fun for a coach to see. Guys on the Liberty bench smiling. They really love to see play like that.
Up the floor, Turner lays it in with a left. 14 for Turner, and Liberty takes a 6-point lead.
He just saw the legs for the Indians get real heavy. Good job by Liberty to run out. As you mentioned, they are deeper. They played more guys throughout this tournament. They played more guys in this game so far, and that's starting to pay off with a little bit of fresh legs.
And you look back to how those breaks started, and I even go back to the one before that. Sometimes it's the pass before the guy that gets the assist. Moultrie fired that ball with his right hand. He's left-handed about, what, 50 feet up the floor? And then it was Turner with the easy pass down low, but Moultrie's really the guy that got it out there quick and made that thing happen.
And those are some of the things that we talked about don't show
and
up.
That's not going to be in a stat sheet anywhere.
No, it won't, but you're right. He got the whole thing energized, and he's that engine. Now, Coach Sturge smells a little bit of blood in the water, so he's going to go with some 1-2-1-1 3/4 court trap.
Hey, our stat guy, Jack DeGarmo, just told me this is the largest lead of the ball game of 6. 36-30. Up front, Williams.
Jack's just a freshman, too.
Here's
He's got
Williams.
a future, doesn't he?
On the block, missed the shot. There he goes, tough after it. Williams missed the short shot, and then a foul going on St. Joe Central. Second team foul, and that is the 3rd personal foul on Tyree Mayfield for St. Joe Central. He'll take a seat. On the wing, Greeley. Met there by Gray.
Nice.
Inside, Turner just went backdoor on Williams from the perimeter.
I didn't see that open up. Generally, there's a screen that opens up the backside there, but they just cleared it out and almost looked like a mishap on the defensive end.
Turner's now got 16 in the ball game. And there's an offensive foul going against Central.
How does Turner get open here? You can see him kind of on your right-hand side there. He's opened up the backside for him. It was really a clear out and definitely a mishap there by Williams. Didn't move with the ball.
Having a hard time staying with Turner on the perimeter.
Oh, good move.
Spinning, and Tuggle couldn't get it to go. Rebound taken out of there, Bell. Zyman, nice little fadeaway.
What was that? The little hit shot?
I don't know. David Nurse calls that a Euro move into the lane.
Is that a Larry Bird type of a move right there?
Not sure. And there's a foul down low going against St. Joe Central.
Move on the inside here by Zyman. It's a little resistance right there by Tuggle. Kicks it off. Got the little kick move going.
Little Tinkerbell move there. In the lane, Frizzell has it go out of bounds. And it's going to stay with Liberty. Off the inbound, way out high to Moultrie.
There's a mismatch on the inside. You got Dual. Should have been posting up right there against a much smaller player, Derek Gray.
Turner had that one blocked by Williams. Here's Moultrie. Off to Frizzell, launching from the outside. That's a good-looking stroke. I think I called Frizzell a post guy a minute ago. He can do a little more than that. One of those guys that can go out and play on the floor as well on the perimeter. And that's because he has a stroke like that from outside.
There goes Williams trying to post up on the inside.
Largest lead of the game of 9.
Freshman got to learn to get his guy away from, his defensive man away from Williams.
Yeah, they were able to hedge on him down there. Too strong on that shot by Hill. Moultrie tried to save it. It will stay with St. Joe Central. 2:37 to play, third quarter. Newland and Kinder check in for Liberty, replacing Dual and Moultrie. Newland's another guy. He's a junior out there. We talked about all the juniors on this team.
Oh, he can shoot it.
Gray with a 3-ball.
That's a good-looking stroke. Good pronation on the ball. Good-looking stroke by Gray.
He's got 11 points now.
And probably on about 5 shots. Maybe 4.
Yeah, he's been efficient. Here's Hill. And another efficient use of the strides by Zyman as he takes it clear across the lane. 6'4" senior. And he gets to the free throw line. Zyman missed the first one. 2:14 to play, third quarter. It's a 6-point lead for Liberty High School, the host school of the 2013 CW Stessman Liberty Invitational Tournament. This is the 42nd annual. Zyman gets the second. 3 points in the ball game now. Here's Turner. Off to Frizzell. Turner launches from outside, and that's a three. His third three. He's got 19.
You know, and if Williams can't, the reason why Williams is on him from the outside is
to guard that.
And if he can't guard that now on 2 occasions, you really got to pull him off, because Turner has the ability, as we've seen, to also go right around Williams. Here you see Turner really keys up, and he's into that shot immediately. Williams has got to be on him, but he's not. Now all of a sudden Turner's hitting the shots against the length of why Williams is on him, and it's not working out defensively.
Got Turner for 19 right now after that shot. So St. Joe Central now trailing by 8 as they will trigger in, and it looks like Liberty's going to give them a little full court pressure. Coach Sturtz after that timeout. This goes back to the depth they've played with the, for the entire season really, but especially in this tournament when you play 3 games in 3 days. This is where they're going to start to tire out a little bit.
And that's a couple of good things that Coach Sturtz is building on. Number one, you always want wins, so you want to use that depth. You want to build your program, so you want to play more guys, but you're also always playing for the postseason right now. And his guys are really starting to come together as a team. Guys are getting better.
Oh, Gray with a line shot.
I mean, this guy's got 13 points on 5 or 6 shots. Get the ball in his hands.
13 for Gray.
He's now stuck on a 6'10" guy.
Oh, that's a nice pass by Newland from outside, and Kinder has a hoop.
So while Williams at 6'5" is guarding a 6-footer outside, Gray at 5'10" is stuck on a 6'10" guy inside. That makes no sense right now on defense.
Here's Williams on the baseline, met there by Frizzell. They triple team him. Now Kinder's over. Zyman from outside. A 3-ball. Carl Zyman. He's got 6. And this one knocked out. It'll stay with Liberty. Inside 1 minute to play. Let's see how they play it here. Coach Roger Sturtz. Been at this school now for 19 years. Can you believe that? And he still looks young over there. I mean, I got to tell him that. Staying in shape, riding his bike over there. Turner a 3.
Yeah, now that confidence is brewing pretty good.
22 for Turner.
You know, you wonder sometimes that Williams handling the ball outside takes a lot of guys out of the flow of the offense, including a guy like Gray.
Yeah, Gray is the guy that really on fire here in the ball game. From outside Williams, that shot no. Rebound Turner, knocked away Williams, but right to Newland, and he turns it into a fast break, and 1 for Frizzell.
Good job by Liberty to really
Newland's another guy I like too, Doug. He keeps the ball moving in the offense.
Which is right there, exactly what he did right there to Frizzell. He got it. It wasn't in his hand for less than a second before it was out. And Liberty really pushing the pace. Good job by Coach Sturtz in the locker room at halftime to change the pace of this ball game, knowing he was just going to wear the Indians out.
10-point lead. Williams high for the rebound. Williams at the end of the quarter, rebound Frizzell, and Liberty comes out with a big quarter. It was tied at halftime. It's a 10-point lead now for the Blue Jays.
Good job by the Blue Jays there in this third quarter to really make a statement. Pushing the pace, playing a deep bench. And you talk about several guys doing things. You talk about Brady Newland. He's one of those guys, a junior, who's come in and given very good minutes, good hustle plays.
Yeah, he doesn't have any stats really to speak of for the year. I mean, he gets like a point and a rebound a game, but just a guy that looks like he has a good feel. He's a junior. Be part of the mix again next season.
And that's all part. We keep talking about how they built this tremendous program here at Liberty, and that's all part of it. We know the seniors are given good energy. They're given some good minutes. Greeley, Dubois, Kellen Turner, Artie Tuggle. Kellen Turner's being a junior, but the junior class here at Liberty is very strong, so their future is bright.
St. Joe Central triggers in. You know who else is a junior? Out there is Derek Gray.
Yeah, he's
for
good.
St. Joe Central.
Mr.
Microwave. He just heats up. There's a foul on the sideline going against Jake Hill, trying to cover Moultrie. Liberty's about 50% from the field, and Central 13 of 31. And don't forget all those three balls that Turner's tossed in. 4 out of 4 from the three line.
Had a nice game, solid game without forcing anything.
Here's Tuggle.
Very nice job that time all the way around. Good entry pass there by Kellen Turner. Artie Tuggle turns, faces, knows he has space. That's a moving screen right there by Williams.
Here comes Moultrie out of the pack. He'll take it himself. And it's knocked out of bounds. It will stay with Liberty. Inbound Tuggle goes down to Turner. And this foul's going to be on St. Joe Central. That'll be their 7th team foul. 1-and-1 scenario for
Look
Tuggle.
at Williams. He just keeps moving along. That not called that time, but that's a moving screen. Eventually, excellent defense again by Liberty on the ball, getting a hand, a piece of that ball.
Tuggle rebounded Williams on the front end of the 1-and-1. 12-point lead for the Blue Jays. Stillman working on Turner. And a foul out front's going to be on Turner. 7:05 to play in this one. Remember, the championship game coming up right after this on Fox Sports Midwest.com. And that will be Kickapoo and center. On the pull-up, this is Bell. Rebound Williams.
You know, when he infuses,
that's all day long.
It really is. When he infuses himself in the ball game, he's effective. But truthfully, throughout this entire game, he's been
floated.
ineffective and floated, and just has not had that motor, and probably tired, which is one of the big reasons. But right there, you saw just another glimpse of how good this guy can really be. We've seen his vision, his ability to shoot a three-point shot, his ability on the block, but he hasn't pieced it all together for long stretches.
12 points in the ball game now for Sean Williams. He has a double-double, 12 points, 10 rebounds.
And some good assists.
And you just feel like, you know, if he asserted himself like he did right there, he might be 30 points and 15 rebounds.
Yeah, exactly. That all comes down, and he'll get this at the next level. There's a guy that will definitely play at the next level.
Question.
He'll get in good shape, and he'll be pushed by his college coach.
So Liberty huddling up. There's the St. Joe huddle, St. Joe Central. Again, they lost to center yesterday, 68-44. They beat Liberty North. That's a good team over there at Liberty North, 61-52 in round one. Coach Musser's team played very well in that ball game, especially at the end of the game and into the overtime. Here's Greeley.
Good move.
Going right to the rim and scoring.
Well, and that's how you move the ball up the floor. You see how Liberty just did it. Pretty textbook that time. Moving the ball up the floor with the pass goes a lot faster than with the dribble.
Back to that lead of a dozen. Stillman. There's a steal by Winters, right to Turner. Nice. And up the floor to Moultrie.
Good job by Turner, a good baseball player. Nice throw there for the layup by Moultrie.
Moultrie with 10. He had a couple of 3 balls in the first half. That's his first bucket here in the second half.
I don't know how Williams is getting away with this moving screen at the top
There's
of the key.
Williams. That's all she wrote.
He's just too big.
It's just all she wrote when he's down there.
Big and agile. Now he's trying to take this game over with about 5.5 to go. He's capable of doing so.
Turner right around him into the lane and scoring.
Not with defense like that.
24 for Turner.
That matchup makes no sense right now. And Turner's starting to exploit that. We talked about he can go right around Williams, isn't even trying.
Launch the 3, rebound Turner.
Again,
There it is.
mismatch.
Great pass, Tuggle. Missed his shot. Out of bounds, stays with Liberty.
What it's doing now is that mismatch outside is creating an imbalance on the inside. See right here, Turner goes right around Williams, nothing, but all of a sudden they're playing 4-on-3 in the interior. You're not going to win that game.
So Moultrie will trigger in from underneath the Liberty hoop. Off to Turner, who's got 24 points.
Good move by Coach Sturts to put Turner out there away from the basket, bringing Williams out there where he's shown he's going right around him. Still going with that matchup from the St. Joe side.
Yeah, he's going to pull him way out, go right around him.
Yep. Now they've got the floor spread.
And stolen away, stolen by Mayfield, ahead to Gray. Oh, nice move, and Denner is served over the front. He has 15.
Kind of a quiet 15. This is a good-looking ball player.
Yeah, Gray's had some good games in this tournament. 2 double-figure games, 16 against Liberty North, 10 against Center, 15 here today.
Yeah, Gray scored
5'10" junior.
first 12 points in the overtime of the first-round ball game.
Turner out high.
Pulling it out, spread the floor, taking time off the clock. There's
There
the
he
reach.
goes. And lays it in. 26 for Turner.
He might have 36 by the time this game is over.
Yeah, if they will continue with that matchup, absolutely. Shot misses there by Mayfield. And the rebound taken away by Duau. 14-point lead for Liberty.
He switched up finally. And I think it was Williams that pulled himself off of Turner. Smart play by Williams. He is tired.
Moultrie enters it into the post. Greeley over the top of Williams. Shot no good. Rebound Mayfield. Nice board by Tyree Mayfield.
You said you saw that alley-oop by Greeley.
Yeah,
he just showed signs of some good jumping ability right
jump,
there.
Man. Up and away. Williams from outside. Turn to the rebound.
And if you're tired, that's not the shot you really want from 21 feet.
Inside 3 minutes to play here in the third place game. Turner. There's Greeley up there fiddling with it at 6'1". And a foul on St. Joe Central. Greeley goes to the free throw line. Wide receiver, D-back. You can see that, can't you?
Oh yeah. He'd be a
Track
tough one
guy.
too.
And he can just fly. And you go back to Coach Sturts and the way they utilize him. I mean, that's a guy that you can put on anybody on the defensive side. He can cover the point guard. He can cover the post guy here in high school. Turner's going to take a seat with 26 for Liberty. So Greeley to the free throw line. Came over from Oak Park a couple of years ago. Missing the second. Ball pulled away there by Simon. Williams driving inside. He draws the foul as he takes it in. That foul's going to be on Greeley. And he'll check out. Checking back in is Frizzell.
Coach Sturt's still coaching over there. He's trying to get the most out of his guys at all times. That's a big push by Williams right there. And it over the back.
Got the rebound, staying with it. And Winters is in trouble. And I think they got a foul on St. Joe Central. Oh no, it's a timeout. Timeout calls by Winters with 2.5 to play.
Yeah, a little bit of frustration now starting to set in. Here, tipped by Williams to himself, missed the shot, probably got fouled that time, and reach in, another reach in, body slam. Good timeout that time to settle everything down. Another coaching opportunity by Coach Sturts here. He's going to get a lot of guys some playing time. And one of the guys that be really good in this situation right now is Jeff Kinder. He's bringing him along very nicely. 6'10", definitely part of the future and probably part of the postseason run for Liberty.
Yeah, that's a good point. With a lot of season left here, you would think Liberty's going to have a chance to be a part of that. Actually, both these teams will. St. Joe Central and Liberty. And if they can get a big guy like Kinder to get into the mix, that's why you play all these people.
Well, and you're seeing the effects right now, and really looking at the Central side, they're tired. And you're seeing the effects of a group that's played 8 deep, 3 days in a row, in maybe a 54-hour span. That's going to take a toll on you. Whereas Liberty, they're already 10 deep, and they've been going that way all week.
The race is on. Simon got it, threw it off Moultrie out of bounds, and it will stay with St. Joe Central. Nice hustle there. Here's Gray, lost it on the deck. And this one is a tied ball going over to Liberty. So right now for Liberty, you've got Frizzell and Winters, Moultrie, Dual, and Newland. You have to keep setting the stage for those guys. They substitute a lot. Coach Sturts over there, I think it's really paid off in the second half here in game 3 in 3 days.
I think Williams just kind of does